Please welcome the president of Emerge Americas, Melissa Medina.
How awesome was that video introduction? It makes me want to grab a mojito and start dancing. You all are in for a very, very big treat right now for this finale keynote session. The first person I'm going to introduce is someone who definitely needs no introduction. He's a Grammy award-winning artist, songer, songwriter, entrepreneur, investor, most importantly, great friend. And as he says, I'm going to quote him, he's been through the Emerge America's journey from the fruit to the root. Come on out, Armando Christian Perez.
I love it. She said from the fruit to the root. It's from the root to the fruit. But I
did I say the fruit? I did say the fruit.
From the rooter to the tutor. Where there's
root to the fruit, fruit to the root. And moderating this incredible session is a global, world-renowned entrepreneur from companies like Priceline.com and UBid, a new friend to Emerge, but hopefully he'll be a longtime friend, Jeff Hoffman.
Thank you. All right, we are so glad to be here today. We are going to talk about entrepreneurship and why it's important. Are we going to sit? You want to sit? So I want to start really first by just talking to the audience here. I've had a chance to visit the 100 startups here and a lot of you folks that are here. We just wanted to find what entrepreneurship is before we start. And the reason that we're here, the reason that you're here, the reason Emerge Americas exist. And it's really simple. It's because we fundamentally believe that entrepreneurs are the people that are going to solve the world's problems. You are the people that create change. Entrepreneurship is not a job, guys. Entrepreneurship is a mindset. It's the mindset of waking up in the morning and saying, my ideas are going to make somebody's life better, that I can make change. If you think about the power in this room, right? You are the army of change in here. There's the power to bend history right here in this room. And you got to have the attitude to wake up and do that. And it's about, before we jump into this, it's about self-determination. Entrepreneurship is about saying, this is the life I have, this is the life I want, and building it. Why would you wait for the future when you could create the future the same way you created yours? So we are here to design the future. And that's what we're going to talk about today. There's kind of 3 steps to being a successful entrepreneur. Dream big, work hard, create value. Start with a big dream, work as hard as your dream is big, and go out and create something the world wants, and the sky's the limit. You can lead an epic life. And speaking of epic lives, I am humbled and honored to be on this stage with you today.
Yeah, same here, and I appreciate it, and thank you so much. Jeff took time out of everything that he had going on to be able to come over to Emerge and have this conversation, and more than anything, just to drop some gems and some jewels on you guys on everything that he's been through and find ways on how we can help each other, to help others, to that way, basically, to teach y'all how to fish. Bottom line. So with that said, Jeff, no, thank you for being out here. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. And I also wanted to start by saying, que bola, SRA.
Yo, que bola, que vuelta. That was good.
Did I get that? Pretty good?
You got it, you got it.
Been working on my Cuban.
Yeah, you can say, que bola, say que bola.
Que bola?
And say, que bolón.
Que bolón?
Que vuelta.
Que huete.
Got him.
All right. I think the other thing was, ¿Dónde está la pachanga?
¿Dónde está la pachanga?
I think I'm supposed to ask that one later.
Yeah, that's later on tonight. Yeah, definitely.
So it starts with a dream.
Yes.
We want everybody here to live an epic life. We want you to use your success to make other people's lives better, but you got to have a dream first. And when for you, when did it, because I remember when my first dream was, when did you say to yourself, this is the life I have, but I want something more? When did your dream start?
Well, first of all, when I talk about dreams, I always let everybody know, why dream when you can live it, which is what we're talking about.
Absolutely.
Right? Believe it or not, I lived in an apartment building on Northwest 7th Street and 49th Avenue, off of right by Kinloch Park. And I was about 5, 6 years old is when I said, okay, this is not what I want in my life. And let me tell you that I didn't dream or I didn't want money. All I wanted was security, stability, and protection. And that's when I created the mind state of, obviously, in order to create those things, you need some kind of financial freedom. And that's basically when the journey started, because at that time I had already moved. By 5 years old, I had moved maybe, I would say 4 times at that point, on my way to move a next time, and it just didn't stop from there. So the chance that I got to be able to invest in myself.
You made that chance, let's be clear.
So when we made the chance, I invested into myself. And that's one of the biggest things, guys, when it comes to entrepreneurship. It's all about helping others. It's all about creating an amazing team. But it's also about taking that risk and investing in yourself when people don't believe in you and listening to your gut. I always say this, it may sound crazy, but it's the truth. You got to think like an asshole and listen to your gut.
You know, it's
not
funny.
Be an asshole, but listen to your asshole.
It's funny because I think gut, when you talk about follow your gut instinct, I think your gut needs a new marketing manager, and here's why.
Yeah.
Because when you tell people I just follow my gut, they think you're being irresponsible. And the truth is, your gut here's what it should be renamed. It should be called your fast intelligence. Your gut is the sum total of every mistake you've ever made and everything you've ever done right. So when your gut is telling you to go forward, listen to it.
Agree.
It knows, man. It's connected to your heart.
150%. And we all know what happens when your asshole doesn't listen to your gut. You shit on yourself. So listen to your gut. I like that one. What is it? Fast?
Your fast intelligence.
Fast intelligence.
Your gut knows. And you guys, we want all of you, when you have that dream, when you listen to your gut, because, and I'm going to ask you this again in a minute, what happens most times when you guys have a big dream is the world laughs at you. No one believes you. If you back then told people you were going to be Mr. Worldwide today.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right. Who's going to believe that?
Yeah, I mean, well, just think about it. I got in the rap game. And the first person that gave me a deal was Luther Campbell from 2 Live Crew. But imagine how I got laughed at trying to be a Miami boy getting in the game, light-skinned, blue eyes, Cuban. They're like, yeah, right. So not only did we get in the game, we created our own lane, created our own game. And that's one of the biggest things about being an entrepreneur, is finding and learning from everybody else on what they're doing, their negatives and their positives, and create your own lane. So therefore, anytime you come across opportunities, you guys have the leverage in that deal, I would say. And that, to be honest with you, look, I've been in the game 20 years now, and this is my first year completely independent. And that's what we've worked so hard
awesome.
for. You know? Thank you.
In fact, that is what it's all about. And I like that you said it before, because it's not really, let me tell you guys something. People that focus on money don't achieve success.
I agree.
In fact, you know what I always tell people? Don't chase money, chase excellence. Okay? If money follows excellence. He created excellence, which is why he got money. Everybody focused on money, they're never going to get there. For me, it was the same thing you said. I grew up in a small desert town, single mom, no money, and I wanted to see the world. How are you going to see the world without a dime? No one's going to pay you to see the world. So like you said, you create your own lane, right? I went out, in fact, at my first company, I went out and created, when you guys go to an airport and you check in, have you ever used a kiosk that you check in and get a boarding pass? I actually invented those when I was 20-something years old. Thanks. Patented those, sold them all over the world. I got a chance. I wasn't focused on money. I was focused on freedom and my dream of seeing the world. So I wound up and I've been to 94 countries now, but the crazy part is, like you, I get paid to do it. So what we want you guys to do is chase your dream, go do it, but connect it to the things that you care about, the passions that you have.
I agree. And what he's saying is, bottom line, you make the money, don't let the money make you. And a lot of people think that one way or another, money is going to be some kind of magical solution. Believe me, it's not. If you are an asshole without money, you're just going to be a big asshole with money. It's all about being humble. It's all about wanting to give back. It's all about wanting to help. And I have these 3 steps of success. I was just talking about them in the other room. And you start with succeed. Succeed is to make it. Everybody says it's the easy part. It's the easiest part, but it's not easy, okay? Success is the second part, which is maintain it. That's the tough part. And once you understand how to do all that, then you become successful, right? But in those 3 words, if you look at them, they all have the word suck in them. Because the more you grow, the more they suck. All right? You got managers that suck, agents that suck, lawyers that suck, friends and families that come out the woodworks that suck. It's like, man. So when you understand how to handle all of that, then you can embody what it is truly to be successful. So don't think that anything that comes with success and wanting to grow and investing in yourself and becoming an entrepreneur is easy. It's not. That's why you got to love the journey, not the money.
Yeah.
Gotta love the journey.
I absolutely agree. As a matter of fact, one of the most valuable things I've learned, we were blessed enough to be part of, to create some multi-billion-dollar companies. Our big one was, well, you guys know it as Booking.com, it's Priceline.com, but I was part of a number of multi-billion-dollar companies. And here's the biggest thing I learned. Success is not a destination. It's a platform that enables you to finally do something that really matters, right? I thought it was all about success. One day they say, hey, you made it, you're done. I said, are you done? We just started. This puts you in a position to do the things that really matter, and you can't lose sight of that ever. And you can't do it alone. I'd love to hear you talk about how you started to build a team around you, when you realized, I can't achieve this dream without a team, and how'd you find one?
I think that was and that is the hardest part of becoming successful. I want to say to Team Pitbull that's out here today, I want to say thank you to you guys, because without you guys, there's no way we'd be able to be on the stage. There's no way as a movement. There's no way a revolution. There's no way we'd be able to touch people the way that we do. We all have the same vision. We trade thoughts, and we come up with goals, and we execute. Now, it's funny how you can cut fat quick when you meet people. So I met certain people, and obviously you tell them, there's no I in team. And one person told me, a couple of people told me, oh, but there's an M and an E. I was like, okay, great. I know I'm not working with you. Right? All right? With a team is a lot of responsibility. You have to lead by example. But more than anything, they don't work for me. I don't work for them. We work together. We're all leaders. Okay? We delegate to each other, and we love to bounce ideas off of each other. Now, if you want to run a dictatorship, that's a whole different story. And believe me, what's going to happen is your team's going to turn on you. When you have a circle that is all about the same goal and focused on that, that's when you're able to achieve. Now, with what we've got going on, we're at a point where we want to take the brand to a conglomerate at this point. So that's the goal between the team. All right, guys, from here, this is where we're going. This is what we're going to do. How do we utilize what we got going on? Music being the driving factor. And in a business, mind you, remember, we've been growing in a shrinking business. Music business been getting hit, but we've been growing. 20 years in the game. Thank God for that, and thanks to the fans for that. Yeah, you know what they do. But with that said, yes, a great team is a pivotal point, an asset, and a monumental factor on what you got going on. And let me tell you, they come and they go, and sometimes it's hard to get rid of certain folks, but you gotta know when to cut in order to grow. There's some people that like to expand. This is expand, right? And then you wanna grow. What do I mean by that? People that grow are looking at what's the next opportunity, how to invest into the next thing. People that expand get the money that they got and they buy a bunch of shit that they don't need. And they're like, oh, I bought this car, and I bought this house, and I bought this restaurant, and I got this, and I got that, and I got this, and I got that. All right, great. What's generating there? What's coming out of that? Those are people that expand. You don't need that in your life. You need to grow. You know people that stay lean and mean and stay focused on what the goals are. But more than anything, you guys got to want the best for each other. And when, and my bad, 2 seconds.
No, good.
And let me tell you, they say money is the root of all evil, but that's the first place I ever seen in God we trust. Okay?
Yeah.
Ironically.
Yeah.
But let me tell you, money has a great way on, in layman terms, fucking up teams. So just know that between you guys, money has a great way of dividing and conquering. As you guys become more successful, don't ever let money be the driving factor, like we said before. Enjoy the journey. That's the fun part.
Yeah, and in fact, what people always ask is it about the journey or the destination? It's not about either. It's just about the people you're traveling with.
Correct.
Right? When you are with the right people in life, you will survive failure. And if you are the right people in life, success is worth having. It's pretty empty if you're celebrating alone in your castle, right? And you lead. I like what you said about keeping your team focused together. 2 things about that. First of all, in terms of building the team, it is the servant leadership model, right? The reason I was successful is because I surrounded myself with people smarter than me, and then I took really good care of them. My job was to take care of the really smart people so they never left me. And that's what caused us to be successful. There's no way you can do it on alone. But I like another thing that you said. I have a sign on my door, and it says, your ideas are welcome here, but execution is worshipped. Okay? It's all about executing. Everybody talks. All day people pitch me ideas, and almost nobody does anything. So it's all about executing. Talk is cheap. Ideas are great, and the vision is, but you got to get out there and you got to make it happen. What do you think was the key to your success in being able to execute your vision and turn it into reality?
Well, one of the neighborhoods that I lived in, I've lived all over Miami, by the way, you name it, from good neighborhoods to bad neighborhoods to the worst neighborhoods. But one of them was Wynwood. Before it was the art mecca, it was the heroin capital. And they always said in the neighborhood, they say, don't talk about it, be about it. Don't talk about it, be about it. Don't talk about it, be about it. Because we all know growing up in certain neighborhoods, a lot of people like to step in your face. They say they're going to do this, do that, then they do a whole lot of nothing. Well, it's the same concept like you're talking about in business. What allowed us to grow the way that we grew is because we flew under the radar. Like we still continue to fly under the radar. While everybody else does everything that they're doing, we go the complete opposite way and create something that nobody's looking at. So it allows us to build things without the noise, without the turbulence, without the dislikes or the hates, and especially in the society that we're living in right now, because social media is a bunch of social bullshit, if you ask me. And social media is the socializing what reality TV is the reality. It's bullshit. And I tell kids all the time, and mind you, we got 10 schools now, 10,000 kids with Slam, and I tell them, hey, forget about followers and likes. Always think about and keep yourself around people that are leaders and unique, like you were saying earlier. So with that said is, on the execution part, what allowed us to do it, why? Because while everybody's over here being cool, and I tell people this all the time, there's no future in cool. That's a trend. That's a fad. It comes and it goes, just like dope money. Dope money comes quick and leaves quicker, okay? We're here for a slow, but a for show. This is a marathon, not a sprint. Pasos corto, vista larga, which is short steps, long vision. And that's what we've always implemented across the team. Well, don't let those guys be hot. Let them be the biggest things in the world. Don't worry about that. We're going to creep up on them. So it's literally the story, the turtle and the hare. It's literally what we practice in layman terms.
I'm going to get this wrong. Gota por gota se va lejos. Am I even close?
Gota por gota se va lejos. I don't know that one, but you might have taught me one.
It's the same thing. It's drop. Like somebody, I need some support out there.
No, that was pretty good.
I'm giving it a shot, man.
There you go. Gota por gota se va lejos.
Drop, step by step, we go far.
There you go.
Right?
Yeah.
It is a step. What did you do though? Because you pointed this out, and you know I'm not in your business where I'm on stage in front of people every night, so it's less obvious. But even in my world, we got haters, right? We got haters because you succeeded and they didn't, and they don't hate you. They hate themselves because you had the guts to try, and they're still sitting on the couch. But I want to know, you know, I got my ways, but how did you handle that? When the moments when it felt like this is never going to work, everyone's laughing at you, and you're just down, how do you get through those moments?
Well, let me tell you, I love haters, to be honest with you. I show them nothing but love, and they're the gasoline to the fire, to be honest with you. If you're not getting hated on, you ain't doing shit right. You need people talking about you. You need people saying, I don't like that person. Because in turn, they really want to be you. Like you said, they didn't have the gut to go out there and do it. Right now, in the music business, strategically, we laid ourselves low for about 3 to 4 years in order to get to this independent state that we're at right now. So a lot of people are going, oh, well, Pitt hasn't really knocked another one out the park in the last 3, 4 years. That's where they got shit fucked up. That's why this is chess, not checkers. But this is the fun part. You get a chance to see how the playing field gets leveled out of the people you don't need in your life, the people that were there just for the ride, and then you go back to your core team, who you thug it with, who you grind with, who you work hard with, and then you enjoy the journey, the destination, but more than anything, the people that are there with you because you know how hard it was to prove everybody wrong. My friend, there's nothing like it. There's nothing like when people don't believe in you. There's nothing like when people hate on you. There's nothing like when people talk shit about you. And you prove them wrong, tú le das una galleta sin mano. That means you can slap them without touching them. And you tell them, thank you very much, I appreciate the love. They're the first ones asking for tickets to the show after.
That's
and you give it to them. And make sure they get free cocktails too. Galleta sin mano, siempre.
I think that is exactly right, though. You guys know that the best form of a revenge is success.
Always.
Go lead an amazing life. And I also agree with you that you never lower yourself to the other person's level. Give them the tickets, even though they were non-believers. They were the haters. They never thought you were going to make it. And then they're all in line asking for tickets. But he's right, guys. Give it to them anyway, because karma is real. The way you treat people in the world will always come back to you. So never lower yourself to somebody else's level. You do the right thing, and it comes back that way every single time.
Always does.
Absolutely. So I got to say another thing. And you know, it's about finding your tribe, guys. When you are around the people that have the same vision and share the same love, and you are with your tribe, that's what makes everything connect. That's what makes it all worth doing. That's the way you and I connected the first time we met. It's like,
correct.
As soon as we met, we knew we would be in each other's lives forever because we had that same kind of connection, the same tribe, the same vision for the way that you operate. But I have to say this about you. I respect you, you know I admire you, but I love you for something much bigger. And the love is for the way you give back. The love is for su corazón, much bigger than your music, my friend. And when you first told me about the schools and the way you give back, I got to tell you guys, I know people that do one thing, put their name on it, call 16 press conferences, and they didn't do anything. This is a man that does everything, doesn't put his name on it, and doesn't even tell people because he does it to help, not to get credit for it. I just want to honor you for that. I love you for that. I'm here today for that reason. Tell everybody a little bit more about what else you got going on in that area.
I mean, look, the reason that we hit the stage and we've been a part of Emerge from the root to the fruit, or from the rooter to the tutor, it's real simple, man. When I say 305 till I die, and I'm a Miami boy, Dade County representative, I take that to heart. Anywhere I go, I put Miami on my shoulders, I put it on my sleeve, and I got a chip on my shoulder, to be honest with you, because Miami's always been underdogs, always been slept on, always been laughed at, and all we do is come and kick everybody's motherfucking ass, and then people still don't show love, which is cool. God bless, I'm cool with that. I appreciate that. Whether we did it with UM throughout the dynasty, anytime the AP polls would come out, they still put us #2. Even on an undefeated season, cool, that's Miami shit, no problem. The Heat come and do what they do, boom, oh, they're never gonna do it again. Of course we're gonna do it again. The Marlins come and do it, same thing. Of course we're gonna do it again. It's all about being underdogs. And being a Miami boy in the music game, nobody ever really respected what we had going on, especially with what 2 Live Crew did and Luther Campbell. I'm gonna take it back a little bit. Luther Campbell might have not been the best rapper, but he was the only one that went against the Supreme Court and fought for the First Amendment and won. Yeah. So a lot of these rappers wouldn't be rapping what they're rapping about, including myself, if it wasn't for Luther Campbell. So his cause was such a higher cause. That's what makes it real to me. So being a Miami boy, I got to represent that way. And being a Miami boy that did not graduate high school, being a Miami boy that went to 25 different high schools, lived all over Miami, like I said before, good, bad, ugly. But to be able to share a stage with Jeff and all the amazing things that you've pulled off on the tech side of things, and knowing I just came from a room with the mayor of Miami, let me tell you something. Jay-Z has a great line where he says, I ain't even supposed to be here. So with that said, to be able to be on the stage, it's an honor to be able to spread the knowledge, spread the wealth, and I'm not talking about money-wise, okay? And letting you guys know that anything you want to do in your life, you can do it. Because if I'm on this stage right now, I promise you, y'all could do it bigger, better, badder, stronger. But don't listen to nobody. Cut out all the noise, all the bullshit, especially social media. If you read too many of them comments, you're going to lose your goddamn mind. All right? It's the truth. So I just want to tell y'all, to be up here is we're living a dream right now. We were focused, we built things, and we get a chance to do it with great people next to us. So for you guys, I want to say thank you so much. We appreciate the opportunity, and thank you so much for showing love to Miami. And matter of fact, I want to let y'all know, what, you know, you got Silicon Valley, Silicon Alley, Silicon Paradise. Well, I named what the tech hub for Miami is going to be. All right? It's like una abuelita saying 305, right? Oye, tú eres Mr. 305. So it's 305, like Wi-Fi, but 305.
305, all right, the 305.
So welcome to the 305.
Let's hear it for the 305. So we got to wrap this up because we want to get to the judging. Yes. We want to see the finalists. But I'm going to say the same thing you get that we want to leave you guys with. Even if nobody in the world believes in you but you, that is enough. Yes. You got to tune it out and you got to execute. While everybody else talks, go out and create excellence. Go out and build something. Go out and create your own future the way you did. Guys, it's your world. We want you to own it. Thank you very much for being with us.
Thank you. I really appreciate you taking the time to come out.